In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you about time boxing. Hey self-helper, so in this video I'm going to tell you about the importance of time boxing. Time boxing is basically you setting aside a certain amount of time to do a particular task within a given day. Elon Musk is famously known for using 5-minute time blocks. Now, what are you doing in your own life with regard to setting these kinds of time limits? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And this is one of the best ways to actually going about planning something and actually getting something done. A lot of the world's successful people use this, and now it's up to you to use it as well. Have some kind of idea as to where you are going about with your time use. How do you become more productive? You structure your time. You need to manage yourself. You need to have everything in place. Now, this might eat into your unstructured free time, which a lot of people tend to have, but sometimes we overestimate how long things might usually take. There is something called Parkinsons Law, which tells us that work tends to fill up a lot of our free time. So even though we may have, not that much work to do, it tends to eat up our free time. So having a routine in mind. Start off your day with, getting up in the morning, blocking out maybe 25 minutes to take a shower and get things done, eat your breakfast, and then head out to work maybe 6-7 hours, come back, exercise, do some reading, and so on and so forth. You have some kind of well laid out structure in mind so that you can actually get going. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing like a lot of people assume. Oh, but it's going to eat up all of my time. Well, this is actually going to save you more time because you are focusing on starting and stopping your particular tasks within a certain time frame that you assign for yourself. So it's all laid out. Now, how do you get started with this time boxing? It's important to remember that you are always going to be over optimistic with regard to how you set your time frame. You always tell yourself that you can get more done in a short span of time than that it actually is possible. This is called the planning fallacy, where we overestimate everything that may be possible within a certain time frame. It's important to be realistic. When you are realistic this way, then you are more likely to be productive rather than putting a lot of pressure on yourself and feeling guilty about not completing a particular thing. Instead of getting frustrated all the time, get excited about a complicated problem. Understand that you are going to struggle a little bit here and there with regard to actually getting something done. It is always going to go haywire. But when you have a plan in mind, at least there is a great improvement with regard to your focus. There are always going to be these distractions. There are always going to be things that want to take you away from your plan. But it's having that laser-like focus. It's about sticking to what you start with and then going and achieving what you want for yourself. That is the key when it comes to time boxing. You are required to recalibrate. You need to be able to restructure if a plan is not coming through. If it takes a little bit more effort, you need to put that much more in, and that is ultimately going to translate into what you do. So start time boxing. Have something of a plan in mind as to how long you might take to get something done. Reassign what you need to do if the things are not going according to plan, and then recalibrate for future time blocking schedules that you assign for yourself. Those are 3 takeaways that I would like you to have from this video. Don't worry about having too much unstructured free time. Have something of a structure in mind if you want to actually go about getting things done, and that will translate into everything that you do in your life, and it'll lead you to becoming more productive. If you found this video useful, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. And of course, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to never miss another video, because I am dedicated to making you the best version of yourself by motivating you, empowering you, and having you perform better in your life. This is Vikram signing off, telling you to check out all of my other videos that are designed to help you out. and I'll see you in the next session.